Now you come.
The things are different. Let's go down to Nigeria. Everything for Nigeria. Many countries do it. Where would they go to serve? They go to pass million pass. They suffer like they pass. Many see them. They see a place. Everybody pays fresh. See your face fresh. Don't see your face. Don't watch and what is this way? But if this is
Okay, they come late these days.
Yeah, that's America. Then if you want to do we know now. I need the rulers for years. This one ain't good to release them. Let me pass it on the show that day. What did I mean? August. Nigeria, let go out. What captain start? Yeah. They won't kidnap you. Who can go? Sir, Obi never enter. They won't kidnap you. Obi never enter. Obi never enter. They cannot go. Oh my God. Who cannot go? They won't take me here. Obi never enter. Want to see me every day? Only go where possible. Okay, wait. Hey, thank God. Thank God save me. I don't say you got carry me go for. Hey, you don't know. Don't video me now. Don't video me. Son of the organ. But that abandoned.
Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program this morning, Bystanders and Newsstanders. I'm Christian Chuku. Today is the 3rd of August 2022, and we are here in Ogba to get people talking on the topical issues that we have this morning. Press the like button so that we can you can appreciate the program. It's not easy being here this morning, but we thank God that God has given us the grace to stand here this morning. We are here in Ogba. You can see bystanders are here this morning deliberating on topical issues and reports as it concerns them. Once again, welcome to the program Bystanders at the Newsstanders. I am Christian Chuku. Let's go straight into our headlines. I have with the Daily Sun. The Daily Sun newspaper. I also have the Nigerian Tribune. The Daily Sun and the Nigerian Tribune. Let's look at what we have with the. Let's start with the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Amotekun intercept 140 travelers in Ibadan. Amotekun intercept 140 travelers in Ibadan believed to be Fulani. Escorts them to Ogun border. Escorts them to Ogun border. 203 local government areas, 32 states prone to flooding. That is NEMA. 233 local government areas, 32 states are prone to flooding. That is NEMA, the Minister of Works, and that ministry should take note. Bello shot brothels, bans wearing of face masks in Kogi State. Governor Bello shot brothels, ban wearing of face masks in Kogi State. The main headline of the Tribune this morning: end this madness, Buhari. orders security forces end this madness. Buhari orders security forces resign if security challenges are overwhelming. CSOs tell Buhari. Resign if security challenges are overwhelming. CSOs tell Buhari. Governors are Nigeria's problem. That is Falana. Governors are Nigeria's problem. According to Falana, gunmen invade Imo community, kill 7 security guards. Gunmen invade Imo community, kill 7 security guards. High cost of diesel affecting my business. Obasanjo. High cost of diesel affecting my business. That is from former president of Nigeria and the general Obasanjo. Okay, train attack. Gunmen release 5 additional hostages. Gunmen release 5 additional hostages. No lecturer has been paid since February. No lecturer has been paid since February. ASU president Khan, the Christian Association of Nigeria, should stop acting like appendage of the PDP. Should stop acting like the appendage of the PDP. Ex-APC National Vice Chairman. You're saying that one. That is, you want to look at it? I have the Daily Sun this morning. Gunmen kill 7 security guards, injured 2 others in Imo. Gunmen kill 7 security guards, injured 2 others in Imo. Block Enugu Port Harcourt Highway, abduct scores of passengers. Wound 2 soldiers, set military van ablaze. Block Enugu Port Harcourt Highway, abduct scores of passengers. Wound 2 soldiers, set military van ablaze. Fight against terrorism. Buhari gives military full power, 6 foreign help. Buhari gives military full power, 6 foreign help as policemen flood Abuja. Policemen flood Abuja. Onayekan urges Nigerians to join forces. Onayekan urges Nigerians to join forces. Strike, no justification keeping students at home for 5 months. That's it from the SGF. Secretary General of the Federation. Secretary General of the Federation. Strike and no justification. No justification whatsoever. Keeping students at home for 5 months. Amotekun arrest 45 suspected criminals in Ondo. Okay. Terrorists are also free 5 more kidnapped train passengers. You can see the picture on the sun. The 5 kidnapped. One of the amongst those that were kidnapped at the Abuja Kaduna. Terrorists are free 5 more kidnapped train passengers. 35 still in custody. Yes, 35 still in custody. And we're praying that the government wade into the affairs of these guys. Government officials sabotaging negotiations. Government officials sabotaging negotiations. That is from ASU. Yes, I have Mr. Chigozie this morning. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning, Christian viewers. It's a pleasure being here.
Yes,
so
I want to ask this question. End this madness. Buhari orders security for. Let's start with this one. Buhari gives military full power, 6 foreign help. Does it mean that the president has not really given the military over the years full powers to tackle insecurity?
Don't forget about that. Could Buhari? You are still convinced that Buhari is alive? For me, I don't think the man you call Buhari, I don't think he's alive, because when you're alive and there is a cessation of physical correspondence, economic correspondence. When you're alive and it appears that your absence is not, your presence is not felt, then there's something fundamentally wrong. You cannot preside as the president. You know what the president means of a country, and all this rascality, all this impunity is happening under your watch, helplessly, and you are giving full power to who? See, the man is dead, as far as I'm concerned. Dead either by physical consideration of physical correspondence or economic or whatever. Even security-wise, he's dead. So forget about that man. I don't have any business to discuss
no justification
with the dead.
Students at home for 5 months. That's from the Secretary General of the Federation.
If there is no justification, then why keeping them? If there is no justification for frustrating the young ones from having their own rights to education, then why did the government, which you preside as one of the stakeholder in this government. Why is your government killing the ambition, the intention of most of which may have graduated by now, and you are frustrating them? If there is no justification, there is no ground or basis for which this strike have been prolonged. So it means if there is no justification, it means in the possibly that the government is culpable, has been indicted.
Yeah, he said that government officials sabotaging negotiations. That's from the.
And then that is the problem. If the government officials are sabotaging the government, and you, the executive officers, still return them, then what is that? It means you are complicit to whatever is happening. If you understood that they are not living up to responsibility, and you yourself, being the president, you are living up to responsibility, you should have, of course, you should have risen to the occasion and get things done, call them to order. But because you are docile and passive, inactive, and of course, nothing could be done. It's very unfortunate. I still expect these people to believe in one Nigeria. People whose political, academic life have been disrupted, to believe in the same country that frustrated them, in the same country that killed their ambition. You see, in the same country that made life more unbearable for them. It's very unfortunate, and well, of course, unfortunately, Nigeria is building not just it's building of army, is building army of monumental destruction, and of course, you always reap what you sow.
Okay, Governor Masari of Katsina State again calls on Katsina residents to take up arms. What is this an indication or indictment of
the Governor Masari is an APC extraction, right? So this is not an issue of opposition trying to, of course, give the government a bad name. This is not about Chigozie making head speech. Now, this is a serving governor under the political platform that brought, of course, the president to fall.
And the president is from Katsina State.
And he's from Katsina State. Then, if his own governor, his own brother, will ask citizens to take up arms, then it means Chigozie is justified. Anybody calling for the dissolution of Nigerian state is justified, because by his statement, Nigerian government has failed. By asking, instructing the citizens or residents of Katsina to take up arms, he has passed vote of no confidence to the administration of this Buhari regime and the APC at large. And of course, it is very clear and loud. This is not the first time. It's not an opposition making this statement. It's a brother, and it's the same state from. Sorry, this thing is interfering. So it is very clear now that the man has come up to make known to the world that this government is no more. Katsina residents have been a victim of this cruelty. Now, if the president who has from Katsina cannot guarantee the safety of his own people, then it is high level of madness and stupidity and irresponsibility for anyone, including you and I, to entrust our own safety into his hands.
So if he wants the people to,
it is madness.
Why are we paying taxes to government? Why are they bringing our budget for security in Nigeria? Where you want people to take up responsibility of the security apparatus?
It is not about budgeting. People have the right to live, and the right to live is an inalienable right, fundamental right of the people. And the essence of civil liberty is to protect, modify, and protect the natural liberty, which is an inalienable right. Then when the government fails in that primary of responsibility, then that government is as useless as whatever you can think. This is the premise of God that informed that position. by Masari, a sitting governor, a current governor under APC party, giving such party. If it had been PDP, they would say that these are oppositions. You can understand now that it is very clear. They have been contending it, they have been hiding it, but now it becomes very crystal as leprosy that you can't hide it. When a leprous man comes here now, you will easily identify that this is a leprosy. This is leprosy, and it's very contagious. Now they can no longer cover up the inadequacies, incapability, and irresponsibility on the part of the said government for asking, of course, the residents of Katsina State to take up arms. It means it is beyond what you can curtail. It is beyond the control of this government. And the only resort is to take up arms in defense of your fundamental right of existence.
Security officials.
Why won't you pay them? Even the Obasanjo said that is not that he said he is lamenting. He's lamenting, according to the report, that the high cost of diesel is affecting his business. If the calibers of Obasanjo can lament to this entity, Emmanuel Wagula now, you know that everything is gone. If once commander-in-chief, twice, 2 times serving president of 8 years, can lament that the high cost of diesel is affecting his business, and you are still calling for one Nigeria, where the ex-president is lamenting of the hardship, then what happens to average Nigerians, or perhaps the ones you call common Nigerians on the streets? No, what happened? You can now understand the level of deprivation, the level of hardship people have been subjected to. Before this government came in, a liter of kerosene was sold for 15 naira. A liter of petroleum was did you have such a escalating hike? That is a liter of kerosene, the value has been increased by 1,800%, from 50 naira to 900 naira. You can imagine the disparity. The gap is unbearable. A loaf of bread is not even well baked. That was sold for 250 naira, 200 and 250 naira, is now 1,000 naira. A loaf of bread, 1,000. There are several indicators that clearly shows that this country is dead. There is cessation of physical correspondence, economic correspondence, and even social security-wise, that inform the utterance, the direction, the directives of a sitting governor of APC, etc. Unfortunately, if there is anyone that would have said that, it shouldn't have been the governor of Katsina, where the same president has come. Then if it will be coming from that, then what happens to other states? It means if a vote of no confidence can be passed over this administration by his own people that have rejected Buhari governments and whatever is stood for, then you want me from Imo State to accept him and to entrust my future and that of my loved ones to his care. Now,
there's many to talk about. Travel has stranded as dollar shortage hits banks. The weakness of the naira adds over 500 billion naira to our debt.
It's very
Nigeria is crumbling. Unity schools are.
He said Nigeria is what?
Is crumbling.
It's crumbling. Okay, that
Unity
is a very
schools closed.
Okay,
Also on strike.
I will arrest you. You have no right to take my video.
Now you put you on for online.
Okay.
Also on strike. The airlines are closing. 2 major airlines are closed.
China and which are one?
Aero contractors.
Aero contractors, yes. And then they have shut down. Now they are closing. They have shut down. They have moved out of this country. They are no longer interested in doing business in Nigeria. You know how many people that have been directly affected? How many Nigerians have been retrenched? I think these people should join Boko Haram so that they can, or join the unknown government. So that
that is the solution.
That is the solution, because what else is the solution? No, tell me, do you have a better solution to that? Then let the world know. The better solution to a liter of fuel becoming 900 naira.
Then he say,
the better solution to a loaf of bread, not well baked, becoming 1,000 naira. A tuber of yam becoming 4,000. In fact, I don't even like yam said before. So if the yam becomes 10,000, unless for my children that are even asking for yam, so Lucky should. He has told the world that it's only his head that is remaining, and he is here to talk.
Thank you very much.
With the coat that is wearing, you can clearly see that it's only his head that is remaining.
Thank you very much.
I still calling for another election.
Thank you very much.
I want to talk.
I have Mr. Lucky. Anyway, you are looking good this morning.
We have to look good. I don't just say because Nigeria is getting messed up, as you just messed up with Nigeria, so I have to look good. And when you are presenting yourself to the world, you look good. So at least many Nigerians now, we are under packages. And in package, you wear suit, play around, go back home later, so that your children will not insult you.
Okay.
Anyway, don't be Lagos. My name is Lucky Yaguna. Thank you very much.
Yesterday.
No, sir. Don't say no, sir. God bless you. Everybody.
Okay, Buhari gives military full powers.
Buhari should just resign. No full power. Oh, resign. Oh God. Every day he has been given full power. Every day he has been giving them full power. Every night, every afternoon, every morning. Buhari has been giving military money. Everything. Are you not imagine how this money that Buhari signed 1.4 billion buy a cab, Niger Republic, while we are hungry here? Are you not imagine? Yes. One of the reporters said it. While Nigerians are hungry, this man buying a car, a jeep car, sent to Niger Republic. It's a shame, disgrace, Niger Republic, yes, and Niger Republic, how to say? Please, give him military, go ahead. Please resign, 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 resign. That will be the highest celebration for Nigeria. If Buhari resigns today, you see how this will come down. Is their boss, their oga, their papa, their everything, their patron. I get to me. Are you not hearing the revelation? Former chairman of PDP, Fashion, who went for APC, Kona removed good luck. They said they imported Fulanis from Senegal, Mali, Sudan. Are you not? You don't have it. So now the thing is haunting them. Buhari say they should military. Which military? Is it military? Our women military or who? Our military are women. We gallant for waiting. When Boko Haram went to Kuje and dislodged them there, gallant for mouth, gallant to sit down, gallant to say for Brukutu, drink Brukutu, bring Brukutu. Our military are cheap. It's a disgrace.
Now we have 5 people released from the
release. I don't know. They are looking like Niger people. Look at them. They look like Niger. Release them for waiting. Many are there in the bush, languishing poverty, Boko Haram, serving Boko Haram. Let me tell you, it's a shame. It's a shame for this country. Nigeria is one of the highest people that they rate all over the world. our military, Liberia, everywhere. Why them suddenly become a woman? Because our president is a woman. Why did you resign and leave? People are there like a chicken. You are ordering the military to do what? I know where this money, Kaduna, Sokoto, many 5 states was attacked yesterday. And Buhari is saying, I condemn it, barbaric, other military to go and deal with them.
He has ordered the military that
every day he has been ordering the military. Who is he going to deal with? Nothing, Kalu. Who is a peace human being? Who? Also the Boho. I beg this. And now, but the worst thing in Nigeria is that many governors have given directive to the people, take your destiny on your hand, and the people are not willing to do that.
What does this say? Why will the governors tell these residents?
When the president is fair,
what is happening to the security?
Oh my God! I've told you, our security are women. They cannot fight.
Why are we paying them?
That is the thing. That's the corruption. You are paying those who cannot work. That you are corrupt and they are corrupt. Nigeria need to wake up. Let me tell you, everybody is busy talking about election. Nobody is busy talking about people who are dying like chicken. Everybody is busy calling Obi, Atiko, Tunubu. Nobody is busy. People are dying every day. People are not eating. Buhari is giving order for waiting. Buhari, please, the order they should give you resign. And this senator who are shouting, they want to impeach the president. I pray may God give you the wisdom and power to do that.
Okay, the SGF is saying that no justification keeping students at home for 5 months. There's no justification whatsoever in keeping students at home for 5 months.
I don't want to use abuse. The president is fair. The secretary to the government has fair. Asibanjo has paid. Asibanjo went and squandered our money recently, said he's not feeling fine. But I don't know why the doctor did not keep him for 1 year. I don't see me. It's a shame to APC. It's a shame to Tunubu. Shame to Asibanjo. Shame to Buhari. The people are dying like chicken. All the APC members who take her, who present is all of the shame. You said Jonathan is a woman. Jonathan drink a syrup. Today, what Buhari doing there? Nothing. Buhari just sleeping. Wake up. His wife is in Dubai. He dey press all this small this thing. He can't tell every money. He can't do anything. Abacha do the same thing. They give him a woman. Abacha was there. They turned Azora to small youth, small girls. Carry small girl for investing to Azora. Enjoy it there. Forget that we have problem in Nigeria. Nonsense.
High cost of diesel affecting my business. That's from Obasanjo.
Obasanjo one of the failure of human beings. He never hook up. That's your head, maybe like snake head. That your Obasanjo head, maybe like snake.
Let's not abuse our president.
That caused this problem. It's not my president. Obasanjo is not my president. It's not that human being. It caused the problem. It was the one that led firstly to remove good luck. I said, Buhari is a messiah. I tear PDP. It tear PDP. Today you are telling me your file will never die. Your file will never die. Your Marco, they scatter your Marco for Berenu. Why can't you use that money to invest in Ogun State? I went and you want to go and plant Marco in the Benue and destroy it. Today you are telling me your business never collapse. You go collapse.
High cost of diesel.
What can I have for business? Isn't it Buhari your brother? You fought for Buhari. I said, good luck to a woman. Today night you are crying. Okay. If the president is crying, what of we? All of us here. You see Nigeria wearing suit, coat, everywhere. Nothing. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything because we have a government that is sensitive. They don't care brain. Nigerians, I am telling Nigerians, share your eye. Share your eye. They have deceived us. Southeast vote. Listen, they said the Northerners vote registration 22 million. Southwest 15 million. South that 12.7 million. Southeast, how many? Indication they are telling you that the Northerners will decide the vote. But let me tell you, if I were Nigeria, that election should cancel. Let them go for referendum. Let Nigeria sit down, think.
We don't need a referendum.
Yes, we will still face the old men. I think I will still come back. Tinubu will still come. I expect Tinubu today. I expect Tinubu today to just say, let me look this thing for younger people to rule. No. Say, me no come. Waka no come. I will come. It's the youth. It's the youth, not old men. Nigeria is old. You are older than Nigeria. And you don't know, you are older than Nigeria. How can you older than to come and rule Nigeria? No. Enough to let all these old men. Nigeria youth, sir. I don't understand you people. You are behaving like a tout. The governor has said, take your destiny. Take your destiny. Take your gun. You are there watching for Buhari to say, take your gun. Casino governor, where Buhari came from, said, youth, my people, I can't save you anymore. They expect Buhari to save you. Go and take your destiny. Oh, do you have security officer? Go and check Bonnie Camp. See them drinking Burukutu. Go and check every gentleman. They are there. They are enjoying themselves. Go police. What they are talking, how I will fuck my wife, your wife. That is what they are discussing. Where the Boko Haram are causing havoc. Where the bandits are causing havoc. Which state has saved? Abuja is not safe. Ordinary Pope do the good luck time. They say good luck. He said, woman, go. You today. They went to Kuje prison. They went everywhere. They even threatened president. To tell you that Nigeria, I pity this country. I weep.
What's the way forward, Mr. Loki?
The way forward is that 2023, let the youth say no voting. No voting.
Which of the youth? Is it the youth
I'm a youth.
Youth that are divided.
The youth have been divided because why? What? Number one, many youth have become vagabond. Many youth have become Chelsea Mayo. You don't even know about Mayo. Then you sit there argue. I will beat you today. I'll beat you tomorrow. Are you a fan of Mayo? Can't you take your destiny on your hand? Look at you. Look at them here. Every morning they come here argue. What are they argue? Mayo, Chelsea, Ronaldo. Is that what the problem we have? My brother. The solution now is everybody to show no election. No election.
Okay.
Let's go to referendum. Let the Southeast manage the resources. Southwest manage what you have. North manage what you have. And South, we have oil. We go do them.
Okay, thank you very much, Master Lucky. Good morning, Mr.
Let me call this my brother.
Okay, Mr. Anosa, this is you asked for.
I don't know the carry last.
I don't know the Lagos number. This is number 080-233-62273. 080-233-62273. 080-982-77364. 080-982-77364. Lucky Ehiyoguna. I don't know Lagos. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning. Did you read about Sam Omaseye? He's a feature story he wrote on the Nation newspaper, obituary.
No, I didn't read it. Okay, but you can.
Okay, he wrote a feature on Obi, and he titled it Obituary. So he was being attacked by the obedience. So we are looking at using such a title for such a time like this. Let's look at your response.
For me, I think it's unbecoming of any civilized person in a civilized society, because for me, it will hit all the politics, and such do not have place in the electoral process. I think when people engage in conversation, whether through writing, whether through utterances, there should be some level of decorum.
Okay.
People should do it in such a way that you don't hit all the politics.
Okay.
Look at the position of the APC by choosing Muslim tickets. You can see that it's not doing the polity any good. It's hitting all the polity. And we don't want anything that will hit all the polity. I think people should play by the rule. People should attack issues. Let all utterances, all write-up be issue-based. If Mr. A have said I will do this, you take him on issues. In the past, you have not been able to do this. You don't have the competence to do this based on this and that. I think that is what is civilized to do.
Okay.
Not trying to vilify or trying to disparage somebody by using unprintable name as an article or headline. I don't think that is helping us in any way.
Okay, what comes to mind when you hear a governor asking his residents to take up arms?
What comes to mind is you see a governor or governors that are frustrated. Because whether we like it or not, the constitution gives them a mandate to protect life and property. As a governor, you are the governor and the chief security officer of the state. And the constitution has made it very clear that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. But unfortunately, the governors have refused to utilize the power that it has, just because of docility. I feel because they are docile. Because if you look at what Falana has said recently, you understand that the governors has a power that they refuse to exercise. Because if you look at section 216,
the governors are the problem.
Yeah, the reason he said the governors are the problem is where I'm going. If you look at section 216 of the Nigerian Constitution, it talks about police council. And this police council has 39 members. The president, who is the chairman of the council, the IG, who is a member, and the chairman of the council. Apart from these three that comes from the federal government, 36 governors are members. So if you are to vote in that council, the governors will have their way. And section 216 of the Constitution gives that council the power to administer, to supervise, and to organize the police force. So if you have a council that has these three powers, and you have the governors constituting a larger members of that council, so the governors should have a way, to have a say in the administration, in organizing, and in supervising the police force. So the governor should have used their numerical strength to make the police to be organized in such a way that it is decentralized. And unfortunately, the president seldom summoned such meeting. From all indication, he have only summoned that meeting twice since he came to office. I mean, Buhari. And the only time he summoned it is to inform them that he wanted to appoint an IG who is in acting capacity. And the constitution says that before he even appoints an IG or fire an IG, that he needs to summon that council and get advice from the council. And this is not doing, and the governors are not asking questions because they are docile. So that's why I said docility is the problem of our governors, because nobody wants to be in the bad book of the president. Don't forget that in the recent past, when Akeredolu was outspoken about the essence of henchmen, in some quarters at the national level, they see him as a dissident, even as he's a member of APC. So most of the governors do not want to be in the bad book of the president. That is why they are docile. So I agree with Falana that the governors are the problem. Because don't forget that the other time, when the president signed Order 10, that sought to give financial independence to the judiciary and the legislative arm of the state, the government at the state level. When the governors feel that they are not comfortable with that Order 10, they went to court. They put pressure on the executive at the national level, and the president rescinds that decision. So it shows that they have what it takes to put pressure on the government, to federal government, to do the needful when their interest is being threatened. As long as their interest is not being threatened, they go about with retribution of security aids. They are not, what affects ordinary Nigerians is not affecting them. I don't think they will do the needful in that regard. So I agree with Panana that they are the problem.
Okay, resigning security challenges are overwhelming. When he said, Buhari said that he has ordered security forces and given them full powers.
I don't know what Mr. President means by full power. We do respect to his office and we do respect to his person. For me, I think the buck rests with him. Whether we like it or not, Mr. President is the president and the commander of the armed forces. The police man on the street reports to the police station being controlled by a DPO, divisional police officer. There is another level of the police formation, the area command. You get to the commissioner of police, that one reports to the IG. No, reports to maybe DIG. The DIG reports to IG. IG reports to the National Security Advisor, who in turn reports to Mr. President. So the buck rests with him. He will take credit for the successes of the police in the field. He will take blame for all the failures of all the security agencies in the field. So I mean, I don't know what it means by giving them all it takes. Because what I do know is you win war, you win crisis, you win security crisis by planning, by strategy, by what you have in your armory, by the arsenal you have in your armory. So it's not about, you don't win the war by fiat, by order, telling the IG or the service chiefs, the chief of army staff, chief of naval staff, chief of air staff, telling them go and end insecurity. You don't win it by fiat, by government order. You win it by strategy. You win it by what you have in terms of your military armament. You win it by technology. As we speak, if today you have deployed CCTV, closed circuit television in all strategic places, in all the major cities, in all the infrastructures. Now you know you have something you are relying on to gather information with or without the presence of anybody. And most of them will be collected online to a remote server where you can view what is happening. You are not doing that. All you are doing is giving order. By the time the government was trying to acquire those 12 Togano jets, they created the impression that it's going to be a game changer. Now they've gotten it. We are hearing a different song, a new song, that they are signing another $1 billion US deal with American government for arms and ammunition. So for me, I think Mr. President should take responsibility rather than playing to the gallery by telling the world that he's giving the service chiefs an order to end the madness.
No justification.
The madness, the president is the one that needs to end the madness.
Not the service chiefs.
Yes, he's the commander of the armed forces. When Soleimani was killed by American government under Donald Trump claimed responsibility that, and he gave reason he took him out. You understand? Recently, America killed the leader of Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. American government claimed responsibility. They didn't tell that one service chief or one military or Navy SEAL is the one that will take the responsibility for the action. It's the government. So Mr. President should stamp his feet on the ground and take responsibility for any success or failure of his administration. He cannot tell us that he has given them order to end the madness. Mr. President should end the madness.
Okay, with the SGF saying that there's no justification keeping students at home for 5 months, what is he trying to insinuate?
If there's no justification, that the government should do the needful. The needful is to fund the educational sector. Because whether you like it or not, we cannot shy away from the truth. Our educational system is in shambles. Whether we like it or not, there is the educational system needs funding. And this the government is not doing because perhaps they are not being affected by what is affecting ordinary man, the common man. So what we are saying is, if federal government can borrow up to $200 million US or propose to borrow such to buy mosquito net, if an individual could be accused of embezzling 109.something billion naira, what is it that government cannot, if they claim paucity of fund is a challenge, that they cannot borrow to finance educational sector? And here we are talking about human capital. That has to do with the skill, the experience, and the knowledge needed to drive all facets of the economy. So for me, if you are borrowing even 3 trillion to solve the issue of educational sector and get it right, it's not much.
Okay, high cost of diesel affecting my business, Obasanjo.
I think Obasanjo is part of the problem. Though he's a Nigerian, he can equally speak out because we have a government in place. Though in his time, there are areas he got it right. Let's give it to him. Because we can understand that under Obasanjo, we had debt relief. no, he could not get it right in electricity. But had that relief, and to an extent, the economy was buoyant. You cannot compare all the economy under Obasanjo with what we have currently.
Or the docility.
If you look at the, yesterday I was trying to make an analogy, or rather, there was a line of thought I was bringing yesterday. That if you look at diesel, for instance, the reason we are seeing PMS increasing like this, or almost all the products, the reason we are seeing them increasing is because price of cars has gone up astronomically. So what a responsible government does, what is the business of Chigozie? I thought you have your time. What is business of Chigozie? I thought you had your time. What I'm saying is this: don't mind Chigozie. He's my brother, but don't mind him.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is this: if the price of diesel have increased astronomically, and you want the price of PMS, for instance, kerosene and all that have been transported with diesel to remain at regulated price, what you do is you make it available to those truck drivers at a regulated price, because the man who is moving PMS from tank farm, from fuel depot, PMS depot, to the retail outlets, the filling station, who used to buy a liter of gas for 350 and is now buying it for 900, 800 as the case may be. You don't expect his operational costs have increased. So you don't expect him to sell at the same price he was selling. So what government need to do is to step in. If they are not regulating for everybody, they subsidize for those tanker drivers for them to maintain that regulated price. So the government knows the right thing to do.
Okay. 32 states, 233 local government areas prone to flood the night from NEMA.
I think the warning is good and it's timely, and the affected local government should do the needful by making sure they clear all the necessary drainage that they need to clear and follow all the advice. Because you see, natural disaster is beyond anyone's control. But if there's a warning from experts to avert it, I think it's good people to follow the advice and do the needful.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
I have Otumba Akule.
I greet you, man. I greet you. Keep the good work going, yes, man. You're trying. You're really trying, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate the viewers.
Buhari gives military full powers to end insecurity.
Sorry, was it half power he has been giving them? Is it half power he has been giving them before?
I want to even ask you.
That's I don't know. I think this man, anything he says, no, don't let me just, because anytime I dabble into his world, I don't go get my buried again. No, just forget about this man. How many months? How many days to go? That's one thing. How many days to go for him to go? That's what I'm counting now. And if you can see a Messiah that can deliver us from this man, I mean, so be it. So anything this man say now, this is my president called Buhari. I don't want to even take
what is actually the problem?
The problem about what? Insecurity or about
of the president?
The air is lost. It's lost totally. It's confused. It's not in term with the governance. That's just it. Mr. Kobe has detached the governance, has detached away from, has detached itself from him. So he himself has detached himself from governance. So there's a disconnection. That is what is happening. He doesn't even know. Can you imagine somebody is telling you that he did not know that Boko Haram threatened him, that they will come and kidnap him? So what are we now saying? So please, let's just forget.
Okay,
about
let's
this
look
man.
at Obasanjo and the diesel matter.
Diesel matter. Thank you very much. That's even where I want to go now. You see, all these presidents that we've been having, I don't know why we don't have luck for good presidents. For good governance in this country. I don't know why. Mr. Obasanjo belongs to the military circuit, right? He enjoyed Nigeria when he was military president in 76, 79 or 77, 79, before he handed over to democratic government then. And since then, this Baba has been enjoying Nigeria. They brought him back. 1999, or is it 98, 99, during the advent of the Third Republic or Second Republic, or how will I say it? Now, this man again occupied the presidency of the Nigeria, the seat of presidency of Nigeria. Now, for 8 years, where I'm going now, for 8 years, this Baba that we call father of the nation, a father could not provide his children for. A father could not provide his children a good refinery. A father could not provide his children, right, electricity, right? And let's fast forward. Let's assume he saved money, he made money. But when you save money, you don't invest money on infrastructure. That money you save is the vagabonds, is the prodigal children that will come again and looted that money. And we could see that during the transition of power to Yaradua. And Yaradua, he meant well, although he met crisis when he came into power, militant Niger Delta crisis. But he has that, wisdom to solve the problem. Now, here comes Jonathan. Jonathan came, they met the full treasury, they wasted majority of the, and there was free spending. They could not do, Jonathan could not do what? Refinery. He could not fix NEPA. He could not, even arrest any one of these vagabond in power that we call VIP. He could not send even a flight to jail. Then we fast forward back to Mr. Buhari. Now, he himself, he now makes things worse ever than. And that is why I'm telling you, Nigeria will keep retrogressing the way things are. Because any government we've been having, this one will one will be better than the current one. The current one will be worse than the coming one. You see, that's just the problem now. Now, none of them, I don't know whether it's a cost. I don't know whether none of them could be able to fix refinery or electricity. Why? Why? Is it a rocket science? Is it a rocket science? And we are saying if it is the constitution that is affecting all this good leadership, that is affecting them from giving us good leadership, let us dust the constitution we have been using and sit for a referendum and create a new. You can see Tunisia there, they are demanding for a new constitution, to rewrite a new constitution, because they are even well past Nigeria, but they still believe they can still do better. But we don't want to face the reality. This same country called Nigeria, I think to me, it has expired for long time. Years back, it has expired. Because amalgamation we had was for how many years now? And we are still not getting it right. So what's the problem? What's the problem? That means the problem is within ourselves. We should search ourselves before we wreck ourselves. And the way the things are going on is going to maybe the country collapsing, because no fund again. You borrowed money to service debt. Not even service debt, the principal, service the interest.
Yeah.
To service the interest, not the principal debt.
No, not
So what are we now saying? They are tired. And the youth go, where will they talk? The youth are lost already. We have a lost generation of youth as we are in this country now. We have a lost generation of youth that they will burn you in poverty and you die in poverty. That is what the agenda of these leaders.
Let's look at the press statement of Governor Masari of Katsina State to its residents that they should pick up arms.
Where are the arms? Where are the arms? I think Sanwo-Olu too should come and address us in Lagos here, that we should pick up to. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Now, there are proliferation of firearms, more proliferation of firearms in the north than south here. And for any northerners,
what is the cause?
Bandits, what is the cause? Because the borders are porous. From Borno to Niger, it's just 500 naira. In which I interview, the guy is still there. In my neighborhood there, he sell all these supermarkets, small supermarket. So I was looking at him that there were two before. I said, where is your friend? He said he has traveled. Where did he travel to? He has gone to Niger. I said, how about you? He said, me, I'm from Borno. So it was then I was now extracting those facts that from Borno to Niger is now 500 naira to carry you enter Niger from Borno. So make you see how border porous reach, and nobody is checking you. Me now, I can't go to say I want to go to Abidjan or go to anywhere. I have problem with the semi border, with security, with what they call them, custom, with immigration. You know, they work, they concentrate on that place. But the northern borders are too porous. And you are now saying Boko Haram are coming in, bandits are invading. Which route are they using? What route are they using? Let's be sincere. The truth has lost in this country. The truth. Once we discover the truth, that is when the country. But I don't think this country, with the caliber of people we have, we can ever discover the truth. And when there's no truth, religious issues should not come in. We should not be talking of religion. Don't let them use religion to blind you. They will use ethnicity, they will use religion. Because religion does not know, poverty does not know religion you belong to. So poverty does not know ethnicity. Hunger does not know ethnicity. Hunger does not know religion. So those are the three things they use to bamboo the youth, and the youth are falling into the trap. They to deceive them. To me, I'm done with the country called Nigeria because things are not working. How long will we continue this? Is we round around? I say like the late fella said. Then they go round around and go they round, and party government is arranging. You see, the problem is the best lesson will have been learned from fella, but they castigated that man, and which is part of what is going on among the youth now, blackmailing. They will not look at the message. They will focus on the messengers. That's the problem. Even the youths are going on with that too. Likewise, is that a country that wants it to be okay? To me, I think let everybody continue with this suffering. I think it's better for them when they realize that there's
until we are consumed.
That's the way things are now.
Is that what you propose for?
That's the ultimate. Yes, you have been consumed already. You don't know. You have been consumed already. I'm telling you, a nation that could not provide refinery for its citizens, a nation that could not provide the basic amenities, basic thing, NEPA, light. Do you tell me you don't buy your hard-earned money you make to feed yourself, to take care of your assemblies? You want to tell me you don't use it to buy the fuel at the gas station? Do you always budget for fuel money? When you make money, there are some unnecessary expenses you don't need to budget for, but they have compulsory for you that you have to, look at the schools. So what are you now saying? The universities and the education is totally, gone in this country. There's nothing like a standard, pre university. We can talk of it. Standard pre graduate, university graduate. There's nothing like that. Is this all these
private universities?
Private. Now the private is there for their own, and that's why I'm still telling you, all these are our leaders, right from the Obasanjo, Atiku, all of them that are establishing universities. It's a bad omen for the country. When the Nigerian university, they are not okay, the national university is setting up, they are not okay, and you went on to establish Crest University, to establish American, when you are still in power. The two of Atiku and Obasanjo has been establishing university. Then it's not that I'm accepting the mafia in Mina. The mafia in Mina, who is General Babangida. I'm here to stand. All of them are on departure lane now. They are on departure lane. But where they spoil Nigeria reach, they should retract their steps and repent and bring back what they've shortchanged Nigeria. Let all of them come together and bring back what they've shortchanged Nigeria, so that we can know we have something to work on, so that we can know there's hope, and there will be hope at the end of the tunnel, or there will be light at the end of the tunnel. But without that, I'm on nothing for this country, because the money of this country is in the pocket of just few people. Few people. So I can't. That's when you know this country is a mad country. How much do you need in life, in your lifetime? How much do you need that you have this money? When you die, you take it nowhere. It will be a curse on your children. It will be a curse. I can't wait to see people suffering on the street. I can't. It pains me. I'm not. I need help, but you.
country that has bright future.
The bright future, man. The bright future. The national anthem said, you didn't see that emotion when it was read, they were reading the national anthem. It's not she was not weeping, she was not shedding tears because she won the gold. She was shedding tears for Nigeria. See how this country turns to. See the lady Destiny will have been killed. I think she did not escape on scholarship to United States for athletic the sportsmen. If not that, why is it that these people, they would like to kill destiny of the future?
Killers.
You say what?
Destiny killers.
They are destiny killers. Yes, they are destiny killers. They are destiny killers. That's why I'm saying, you go to all the churches, you go to all the mosques. If you don't face the practical of the demons that are facing you, and who are the demons? That this VIP leaders you said you have, which I call them vagabond in power, because who they help? Who they help?
Okay, you say referendum is
the key, is the way out, is the way. Is the way. Because all these ones shouting politics, all this election, I see nothing coming out of it. I see nothing coming out of it. The debris that's been, put on ground, the debris, right? Who is going to clear? Where do you want to even start to clear the debris? Is it the debris of the electricity? Is it the debris of the non-functioning refinery? Is it the debris of the corruption? Is it the debris of bandits? Is it the debris? I mean, there are too much headache, and there's no Panadol that can cure the headache of this country. Then the only interim drug you can use for life-saving is constitutional. I mean, reviewing the constitution and amendment, constitutional amendment, and referendum. Let us sit down and see where how we can think well and get ourselves right.
Okay, I have information this morning. Here's the link on the live chat. Click on that link so you can be part of the program. This morning, bandits block Enugu Port Harcourt highway, burn army van, abduct scores of passengers. Let's read that story this morning. Scores of passengers were reportedly abducted weekend by kidnappers suspected to be herdsmen who blocked the Enugu Port Harcourt highway between Leru Junction and Ihube axis. It was gathered that the gunmen, numbering about 30, abducted the entire occupants of 3 buses. The bandits, said to be heavily armed, were said to have attacked a team of soldiers drafted to the scene following a distress call. They reportedly set the military van on fire and wounded 2 soldiers before heading all occupants of 3 buses they abducted into the bush. A youth leader in Umuniochi who spoke with Vanguard yesterday said the situation had heightened anxiety in the area. He said the bandits took advantage of the evening rain on Saturday to block the highway, causing gridlock that stretched to Leru Junction as commuters mistook them for policemen on the roadblock. According to him, some of the commuters who had alighted to verify the cause of the gridlock took to their heels when the bandits opened fire on a military van that came to save the situation. He said some people sustained bullet wounds as motorists abandoned their vehicles and scampered for safety. Kidnapping for ransom has assumed a nightmarish dimension around the vicinity since after the abduction of the prelate of Methodist Church, Dr. Samuel Uche, and 2 clerics on his entourage. I have Oluwawan this morning. Good morning, Oluwawan.
Hey, Christian, how you doing?
Yes, let's look at Buhari has given the military full power to end insecurity.
See, Buhari, every time Buhari give military full power to insecurity, every time.
There are attacks. You saw what I read now.
Another attack.
And the military have the responsibility to forestall this attack.
Yes, they're supposed to do it, but they are not capable because they are not sincere.
The military, the Nigerian military, they are not
imagine
capable.
and see now, Buhari say a full authority for them. Yesterday was half authority. Now it's not giving them
half authority.
Yes, he's not giving them the full language. Now go and
is there
cross.
anything like half of full?
Because they are not doing what they are supposed to do. Because the Nigeria government is not sincere. They are against themselves. When you are sincere, things will be okay. Every day, bandit. We are just waiting for the end of their government, the end of their state. Let them get out in the office and let us see a new face. Because their faces is the face of the same story. So we'll be hearing the same story. We're just giving God the glory that you and I are not attacked because Nigeria is under attack. Nigeria is under attack. The president every day will be doing security meeting with just no conducive results. Imagine now, scores of passengers abducted, taken to unknown place. What about the train one? They are just releasing them one by one in the country, and there's a military, and there's a president, and there's no action. When you make an action, Nigeria will see the impact of the action. There is no truth in their word. You can't believe them anymore. That's why you have to secure yourself.
Like the governor of Katsina State telling its residents.
Yeah, he's fed up a whole governor of a state.
It shows the failed.
Yeah, it's failed.
Failure of government.
The failure of government from the federal to the state is failed. You have to give order to the citizen to come. I'm harmless. I don't have anything to protect you. You have to protect yourself. Because according to the oath I take to protect your life and property, I can't do it anymore. Because things are falling apart.
Otherwise, what do you expect them to do? If they can't do it anymore, what should they do?
They have to resign and go. But in our system, they can't do it anymore. They will still stay there because of the money, because they are worshippers of money. They are worshiping money. Our government are worshiping money. They don't care about you and I. They don't even care about me and you. They don't care about us. Imagine, they are worshiping money. When you are tired of a place, you can't walk, you can't do what you're supposed to do. You have to leave because of the money tree, because of the millions of dollars they are sucking. They don't want to leave, and they must leave. They must leave. Because they have enjoyed Nigeria enough.
High cost of diesel affecting my business, Obasanjo.
Obasanjo is the mastermind of all those things. When he was there, God bring you out for the lion. The lion want to kill you finally. Abacha want to suck Obasanjo. At the end, God brought you out to come and rescue Nigeria. What did you do? You want even come and stay to this first time, second time. You want to stay for third time. You want to be emperor. Obasanjo is a dreamer of Nigeria. Is the beginning of what we are facing here. Because he was there. God give you the authority. You go and save my people. At the end of the day, where is he? He's not talking story. Where is Jakarta $16 billion? If you utilize that money, reality, we won't be suffering today. You not share money. Obasanjo is the mastermind. He brainwashed politicians to he teach them how to share money. He teach them how to lack. Imagine, you are not sharing Ghana must go because also you want to save by force. Now the politicians now lack money because you teach them how to lack money. Now they don't want to live and they don't want to do anything good. Now you are saying you are buying this. Where were you? You will buy this or you will die. They will bury you in that altar. Because you are number one. You are the problem. You are the problem now. When God brings you to come and say you are not alive, you imagine from prison, everybody's dead. But God saved your life. At the end, what did you do? Now you are not shouting of this. Running yourself, you still have business, you have fashion at your age. When Nigeria look at them, you see, you fashion when they service with this. You see that kind of talk.
If someone like that is
a fraud talk
complaining,
you're not supposed to complain. Imagine, or you're that kind of caliber of person. The government that they live for your hand may not prepare. Now you are not shouting. Oh, why you not go tell Buhari? Why you don't match your people go Aso Rock? All of my ex-general, ex-retire. Match Aso Rock, tell Buhari, enough is enough. You just shout for tax, say diesel don't have. Now no one can reduce the diesel. May I get you to reduce diesel?
Okay, no justification keeping students at home for 5 months.
It's very bad now. At the end of the all panorama. All the panorama they have been doing, how many months? Get it to almost 8 months. Now they want to extend it to 5 months. Who want to extend it? The government or the action?
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
They say there's no justification in keeping because students have been at
no justification now. Yeah. Because the more they are be at home, the more they will be planning to do undo. Because it's like they have lost hope. When you are going to school, supposed to finish your school so for 4 years, we're not finishing 7 years, 8 years. How long? At the end, no work.
No work.
At the end, no work. Don't go there and serve for nothing. Give you pali, they walk up and down your shoe chop. You no get work. Huh? See, they're supposed to bring a law that any political appointee, each of them must school in Nigeria. That's what we are going to bring in our own new government in 2023. We are going to satellite everything. Because of that, actually outside the country, that's why they don't care for you and I. Don't care for you and I here now. How long? They're at home. It's very bad of the government.
Okay, what's the way forward?
The way forward is that we all should come outside and vote against them. Because that is the only power, that's the only solution. Because you can't be using mouth and they will still be there. When there is election, we vote them out. They say they want to come outside. They want to see that by force. Now we now introduce second NSAS to wipe them out of the corridor of power, because their brutality is getting out of hand.
Okay, thank you very much, Olua.
You're welcome, Christian. You're welcome.
Thank you. Analysis. Yes, Mr. John Ampere, Ghana is not going anywhere. Ghana must go. Ghana goes nowhere. We are brothers in this country. Let's look at insecurity. Nigeria Railway Corporation suspends train services for over fear of terrorist attack. The Nigerian Railway Corporation says it has suspended the Lagos, Kano, and Ajaokuta train services due to fear of terrorist attacks. According to an insider at the Ministry of Transportation and the NRC, it said the train services would not resume until security along the Lagos-Kano route and the Ajaokuta train station is guaranteed. It was also learned that the NRC suspended services at the Ajaokuta station along Wari-Itakpe route because of the attack on some passengers by gunmen on Monday. Speaking on the services along the Wari-Itakpe route, he stated, "We have not stopped services. Rather, what we said was that we are not going to be stopping at the Ajaokuta station. This is because yesterday, while passengers were leaving the station with their private cars and buses, they had people shooting at them. So we said we will not stop there again for passengers." Yes, that is that one. Let's look at another breaking report. On Wole Soyinka, an elder statesman and Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, on Tuesday backed the 6-week ultimatum given to the President Muhammadu Buhari by some federal lawmakers to find a solution to terrorism or be impeached. Soyinka spoke in Abeokuta, Ogun State during an interactive session organized to celebrate 50th anniversary of Abeokuta Club. Click on the link if you're on live. Let's get to your calls this morning. Yes, he said that some senators and members of the House of Representatives elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party had last week handed down the ultimatum over lingering insecurity. He was the session's moderator and insisted that Buhari should be impeached because he had breached the contract of democracy. That's according to Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka. If you're online, let's get some of our viewers speaking to us this morning. Do you have anybody online, Mr. Lekon? You have anybody online? Paste the link. Let's get that person. Yes, you have 2 minutes to respond to the program. Edwin Omo, good morning. Where are you calling from, and also contribute to what we are discussing this morning?
Yeah, good morning.
Can hear you.
Edwin is the name, calling from Palermo, Italy. First of all, let me say hello to Oluwawan of Ogba. I hail you. So according to what Oluwa said, is the right thing. I'd like them to shift the whole youth to vote against all those bad leaders in our country, because they are not doing the good things in that Nigeria. So I support what Oluwa once said. So Oluwa, I greet you. Thanks very much. I'd like them to shift the whole youth to vote against all those bad leaders in our country, because they are not doing the good things.
Much, Mr. Omo, this morning for your analysis. Any other person online? James, Mr. James, good morning. You are online. Yes, you have the floor. Thank you for calling. Where are you calling from? 2 minutes to contribute to the program.
I'm calling from Italy. Can you hear me?
Okay.
I'm calling from Italy. I want to thank you for your
Continue.
I want to thank you for your good work.
Yeah.
And I'm here to educate Nigeria youth There is something special about Nigeria youth, and I don't like it. It's special for them, but it's not special for me. I want to let them know that the Bible said, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And Nigeria youth lack knowledge. They don't have knowledge. Why are Nigeria youth talking about election? Every year you talk about election. More than 50 years now, you keep on talking about election. You don't have nothing. And you talk about, you people keep on talking about P2B, P2B. P2B who decamp from different party to different party. You are talking about election. You people should be talking about freedom, not election. All these politicians do not mean well for you people. Okay? Nigeria is not land for the living now. It's land of the dead. Nigeria is just like Libya. Nigeria is just like Libya. People living in Nigeria, you don't have hope. You are just living there because of mercy of God. Not that God present is in Nigeria. You are living because of mercy. You people, Nigeria, you should say no to election. Because election don't favor you people. No politician mean well for you people. The earlier you people understand, the better for you people. We in the Europe, we keep on praying for you people. You people should say no to election. Let Yoruba go their own. Let Hausa go their own. Let Christ.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. James, for your analysis this morning. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Christian.
I appreciate
thank you for your good work.
Last person, last caller this morning. Okay, not available. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of the program. Thank you, Mr. Oluwawan, for your analysis this morning. We've come to the end of the program this morning. I'm Christian Chuku. Till tomorrow for another exciting edition of the program Bystanders at the Newsstand. We'll meet here tomorrow for another wonderful program. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patronage. Click on the like button. We just have a few people liking it. Click on the like button, like the program, so that we can get very far and educate more people and more Nigerians on what we are doing here this morning. Once again, bye for now. Till tomorrow. I'm Christian Chuku. Thanks for watching.